how is it that you're telling a woman that believing and trusting a man is the stupidest thing you could do, but then on the flip side, like, you don't want women that are like triggered and hurt and like, oh, I never trust a man, da da da. Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another kind of think piece. Kind of I just want to talk, and I was thinking about it, so I'm gonna talk about the whole like bird trend. It started off like super funny, and I was like all down with it, and I'm like, hee hee haha, that's so funny. But I feel like it just has snowballed into like inhumane, because I feel like it has like eradicated empathy on certain situations, and also it's just turned into this blame game of blaming women for everything that happens to them and blaming them for anything that a man does to them by being like, oh, you bird, you bird, you bird. Okay, girl, thank you for that. Like, thank you for that, I guess. I feel like popular trends always somehow like circle back to being misogynistic, and I think that's very interesting. I wish I was like really like a research girl, and I could like dig in and like find sources and stuff to prove this, but right now it's just like a little gut feeling I have. But I just think it's very interesting how like, oh, like the silly stuff, and even on social media, stuff still always circles back to like portraying women a certain way and like being harsh on women and not giving them grace and not allowing them to be. And obviously that feels misogynistic. So I'm like, I feel like everything literally just circles back to being misogynistic. Anyways, like in general, I understand the whole concept of people like wanting women to do better in dating and wanting women to get treated well and like blah blah blah. But I don't think the way to approach that is like calling any single mistake somebody makes in dating, oh you a bird, oh you a bird, oh you a bird, oh you a bird. Like tweet. I feel like I feel like we're all birds on some level. Like if you've ever dated, you're kind of a bird. Literally dating is bird activity, because like you're just trusting, not trusting, but you're just trying with random people, and like you're letting random people in, and like that's like relatively birdish. Like there's no perfect Batman proof security high class proof way to go about dating. Like objectively a lot of people play games, and until you find your person, like it's gonna be a little birdie, bro. Like tweet. But seriously, and I don't even think it's like a man woman thing, because like I was talking to my friend who's a lesbian, and she was like, I was, you know, lamenting. I'm like, oh, like, because men are like it's exhausting. And she was like, yeah, like girls aren't any easier. And I was like, I was like, wait. And like she was just talking about her experiences. So like objectively, dating is the humiliation. Dating is the humiliation ritual until you find your person. So like on your way to finding your person, it's just not going to be fun. There's going to be people that play in your face. That's just the objective truth. And like the sooner you just take your L and like understand that, and understand that we're human, like I think the sooner life gets better. And I feel like the whole bird whatever, it's like now it's just getting to a point where it's like someone will be in an abusive situation, y'all are talking about bird. No, like literally no, it's abuse for a reason. There are psychological reasons why this person is staying, and everybody's screaming and cheering bird bird bird. Can we wait? Can we slow down? Like, no. Even if a woman is just making a decision and a mistake that's so obnoxiously like, girl, stand up, like you play all day, like the socialization, the way because everything is socialization. The way women are socialized to value men and to value proximity to men and to value like being chosen by a man, that reinforcement, especially depending on the culture that you grew up in, is valid reason enough for a woman to deal with a man and make stupid mistakes. Like that's valid. It's valid. Like I just feel like I said, if you want better for women, amazing, but the empathy, like anytime we're doing something and empathy is missing, I just feel like that's a really big red flag. Like we've all like, especially as women, like as women dating men, like we've all done stupid shit. Like we know, like you're not about to tell me if you dated more than one fucking man on this planet Earth, even if you dated one low key, you're not about to tell me that you've never ever done something that could be considered bird brain, that could be considered stupid, that could be like, no, you're not about to tell me since birth the only way that you've dealt with men is on super ultra high self-respect. That's cap, bruh. Like that's cap. I know that's cap. I feel like the people who are like super strict in dating, I don't think there's a problem to that, but I feel like they learn that from experiences where they were being birds. So after they tweeted for a little bit, they're like, okay, low-key, I need to lock in, like this isn't cute, which is perfectly fine, but you can't detach from that bird nature, and you can't you can, obviously you did, but I mean more so like when you're speaking to other women, you can't sit there and be like, I don't understand why you would ever do that, when you know you did exactly that until you locked in and until you got some self-respect. Like, I feel like there's two versions of strict, like I said, like there's that version, and then the people who like think they're strict but just like do not date, you actually like cannot speak at all because you've never been in these situations. So like if you just don't date, actively date ever, never have, you can't speak on dating and be like, oh my goodness, why would you do that, da 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 da. Like, you literally have never been in that situation, so you literally can't speak on it. Hey, the call was coming from, hold on, the call was coming from inside the house, because when I was younger and like when I had no dating experience, I would speak very like matter-of-factly about situations and very apathetically about women in dating and making stupid decisions, and I'm like, oh, I just don't understand that at all, like you just don't know, you no, don't ever let that man play a reason at all. And then I started dating, I was like, so I see why people do what they do. And like I said, I'm not saying that you can't be respected. I'm not saying that you can't get out of situations, but I'm also saying certain things are inevitable, and like the best way to go about it is just detach from that guilt and shame and like figure out how you're going to navigate it and how you're going to do it. So like if you think a guy's good, okay, and then you start playing in your face and then you leave, amazing. If you stay a little longer, a lot less fun. You stay for years, even less fun. Like, objectively, those things aren't gonna benefit you, but like, that's life. Choice is new for women, and like genuinely dating is new for women. So I just feel like women deserve so much grace, because like a lot of us don't even have like parents and grandparents that went about dating the same way we did. So like, how are we supposed to genuinely like know how to handle these situations? Like, parents and grandparents that the first person they dated, they married. Okay, like we're not doing that. So obviously we're learning this is boots on the ground journalism. Like, we're learning in real time. We're learning as we're out on the field. So I feel like you can't learn if you're being shamed on every single process and on every single mistake you make. Like, that's too damn much. If like so many women are doing the same thing, then like at a certain point you have to address the root of the issue, and at a certain point it's not as much as of a personal choice as people try to make it seem. I'm not saying that we don't have autonomy, but autonomy without information is kind of useless. So like, yes, we have the autonomy to make decisions, but like nobody actually knows what they're doing. So like, yes, you're making a decision, but it's not an educated one. So you're literally just like doing what you can. And I feel like a lot of women are just like, like I said, we're figuring out dating in real time. Also, the whole whatever bird, it's definitely turning into a like blame a woman for every single thing a man does, and I really think that's not cute. Like, I get it, like I said, I get that you want women to do better, you want women to be safe, you want women to thrive, but also like I don't even know, hello, the world like cannot keep like just skating by the stuff that men do that's psychotic. Like, I was talking to my friend about like one of her first romantic interactions with a guy, not relationships, but like basically he was playing on her face, he was lying to her real bad, and she was like, oh, like I was so stupid. And I was like, how is it like this is so layered to me. How is it that you're telling a woman that believing and trusting a man is the stupidest thing you could do, but then on the flip side, like, you don't want women that are like triggered and hurt and like, oh, I'll never trust a man, da da da. But then, like I said, if you flip it back to the other side, anytime a woman gets played and dogged out and manipulated, you're telling her like, oh, you were stupid for that. Oh, why would you trust him? Da da. A man told you something, you believed it. And I'm not even lying. Like, this is stuff that I've heard like so many times. Oh, he told you that and you believed it? Hello. Hello? Like, that's not like, that is psychotic behavior. And just because it's normalized, just because it's common, da da da, that is psychotic behavior. For a situation to be so bad and for men to be operating on that level that much that people can genuinely casually say, oh, a man told you something and you believed it, and you don't think there's insane issues with men that need to be addressed. You think it's circling back to the woman. Oh, you need to be Batman and proactive and omnipresent and see past, future, and present so you can figure out if this man is playing in your face. That's not okay. That's actually not okay. I genuinely just sitting with that and thinking about it, that's actually not okay. And I don't care. I was about to say I'm a bird. Hold on. I don't know, I try not to be stupid, but at the same time, I'm not about to blame myself that I was not fucking omnipresent and I didn't figure out, oh, a man was playing in my face when he was literally playing in my face. And mind you, his whole goal was to manipulate me. And I was like, oh, how did I not know? Girl, you better pack it up. I'm not doing that. Okay, he played me. Okay, when I realize I'll take my L, and okay, I'll just take my L. But I'm not about to sit here and put that on me. I wasn't the one that was lying, manipulating, cheating, acting psychotic, da da da. So why do I have to sit with it? If anything, I was the one who got hurt and got played. I just need to be damn, that's so tough that happened. That's really unfortunate. Hello? Like I said, we're very new to dating. I feel sometimes I feel this energy that dating is the one area that you're just not supposed to make mistakes, or that's going to be the mistake that cost you. And on the flip side, I completely understand that that's someone that's affecting your life in a major way. But as humans, mistakes are inevitable. So if you're dating, you're probably gonna make a mistake in dating. And I feel that shame that's added to the mistake that you make in dating only makes you spiral and only makes you worse and only makes you I feel it only makes it harder for you to actually learn from that mistake and be okay and walk away. And yeah, I feel that whole bird thing emphasizes it because it's telling you oh, you made a mistake in dating, da da, whatever, you let some man dog you out for a little too long, he played in your face, now you're immediately a bird, now you it also feels like a loss of value, and that feels very patriarchal and misogynistic. Like I said, these trends that happen on social media just always feel sneakily they just always feel sneakily connected to certain concepts, oh, okay, you dated wrong, okay, a man played in your face, now you're a bird, now you've lost value as a woman because the best woman can't be a bird, the best woman is a perfect woman who is perfect with men, and da da da. And now that you've lost value, you have to date even worse because you're not as valuable as you were before. And it's what does this sound like? This don't sound patriarchal, this don't sound misogynistic. I'm just really thinking about it, and I just feel it always connects right back to some BS. So yes, I feel we're all birds. Dating is designed to be messy. Dating is designed to to a certain degree not be fun. There's gonna be some BS. I feel you get to make your mistakes and you get to own them and you get to move the heck on with your life. Okay, so what? I don't care. So what? I let a man play me, whatever. Last week, this week I'm outside. This week I'm outside and I'm up. I don't care. I feel I can be a bird one day and fly away the next. But seriously, everybody makes mistakes. Life goes on. The incessant need to shame women to hell and back is irritating to me. Yeah, life goes on, man.